What's going on, y'all? So let's just peel back the layers of this argument real quick, right? Because when you look at groups like the Black Hebrew Israelites, or let's throw other groups into the matter, Black Lives Matter, the Nation of Islam, all these groups are groups that basically they preach the idea of oppression. They teach the idea of that you're oppressed by the white man. You know what I mean? Even the hip hop, even the media, all these different aspects of black culture, supposedly the best of black culture. They teach and they preach a mindset of being a victim, that black people are victims, right? So let's zero in on what the Hebrew Israelites say, right? The Hebrew Israelites will say that they are the descendants of Jews because what black people in America, quote unquote black people in America, go through, slash what they've experienced. So not just the past, but the present as well. What they experienced lines up with curses in Deuteronomy, right? But what's the problem with that? The problem is the curses don't apply to black people. We're not oppressed. We're not oppressed. And that's the truth. The truth of the matter is the lies that these organizations are telling people is merely so that they can profit off of your struggle, and you're allowing them to do it. That's sad. You're allowing these organizations to prey on your need and your desire to belong. I get it. Nobody likes the fact that we came over here on slave ships. Most of us did at some point. I know I got family that did. So I'm saying, at the end of the day, why does that define you? Why does that define you? And you and your inability to find something real and practical and tangible to actually define you. Like, we're not talking about your character. We're not talking about your morals. We're not talking about your legacy. We're not talking about what you've contributed to society. No, your entire identity is relying upon the color of your skin. And that's sad. That's sad. And so organizations like Black Lives Matter, Black Hebrew Israelites, they'll come and they prey on that. They're giving you answers that you want to hear. But what's the lie that the Black Hebrew Israelites are telling? The lie that the Hebrew Israelites are telling is that you are oppressed. You're not oppressed. That's your own demons trying to keep you and bring you down. You're not oppressed. That's the lie. The lie is the curses can't apply to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy can't apply because guess what? We're not oppressed. We're some of the freest people in the world. We're not oppressed. We don't have to deal with things like systemic racism anymore. We don't have to deal with any of those. It was a time and it happened and it's past. We are not oppressed. Things like laws, rules. I know black people in general don't like order. I get it. But what I'm saying is the rules of society are there for a reason. You live in a country. You reap the benefits of the resources of the country. You think that the Jews didn't have to pay taxes? It doesn't. Like, what they're doing is they live in this disillusioned reality. And then when you call them out on it, now all of a sudden you a Sambo. Now all of a sudden you Uncle Tom. You a sellout. You lost. An agent. When in reality, the real prison is, they in the real prison. And they trying to convince you to go into the prison with them. That's the truth. They're imprisoned, slaves to their race, their skin color, slaves to their need to belong, slaves to their need to feel like the things that they went through and experienced or have some greater meaning. Oh, I can deal with it as long as I know that it was all worth it for something. It couldn't just be an unfortunate event. How can the curses apply when we are free? Free, thriving. You're free to go around and put up your speakers and speak and speak out about what you about how people aren't living the laws. You're free to go do that, even though y'all spread racist ideology. Now make that make sense. White people can't do it, but y'all can. These people are lying to y'all. They're selling you a lie, and that's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is you are not oppressed. Black people, you're not oppressed. Wake up. Wake up. You're not oppressed. You are a victim of your circumstance and your inability to see past them. There's too many blacks that are successful. It's too many blacks that are striving. It's too many blacks that are first-time millionaires, first-time 100,000aires. You know what I mean? Like first-time six-figure earners. There are too many people that are thriving. Which I love to brag about how black women are the most educated and whatchamacallit, also got the most debt. But let's just one enemy at a time. I'm just saying. But I need y'all to really pay attention to what people say. Listen to these people and don't just actually go off of your need to feel important or your desire to belong, because let them tell it, race is important and your race matters. But at the end of the day, Jesus died for everybody's sins so that everybody could be redeemed through him. That grace extends from the Jews to the Gentiles. And that's the truth of the matter. At the end of the day, your race doesn't matter. Your race doesn't matter. And the only person oppressing you is yourself, your mind, the people that look like you that sit up and tell you that you'll never be anything because some mystical white man is keeping you down. That's the truth.